Today we're talking about Telus, CompuShares, Elk Point Co-op Deli, Passport, and Dude. You know, we're going to have some opinions about this one. This is Two Divas, One Rant. This is where local news meets local attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Terry. How are you?
Hi, Doris. I'm good. Welcome back. So excited to have you back.
Excited to be back, thanks. I missed our 10th episode.
I know, I'm sad.
Me too. I listened, though.
Yeah.
I had a good chuckle. I like the big sports beginning there, and you and Brian just going on. At one point, I'm like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, move on.
I know. We get down the sport rabbit hole, and then, there's always got to be some kind of wrestling in there. But I will tell you, I had some people talk to me over the last week or so, and it's all about the walk and taste buds. Oh my gosh, I've had so many conversations about the walk and the rice. I'm like, come on, people. You never know what you're going to get out of an episode. So go back and listen to them all.
Right? I was really happy that Brian, our dude.
Yeah, our dude. I think we can officially say he's our dude now.
He is ours. Yeah, we're going to claim him.
Yeah. If anybody wants him, we have marketing rights. So yeah. Dude,
so I enjoyed listening to him on the podcast. So, and I was very appreciative that he could step in.
Okay, what's happening this morning or today? What are we chatting about?
Well, we've got a few things we're chatting. I got a personal beef.
Oh, I love personal beefs. Let's have it.
Telus, CompuShares.
Telus. Well, you had me at the T-word. Telus.
This is my advice to anybody out there who has Telus CompuShares.
Yeah.
Sell them. And I'll tell, this is my story.
So are Telus CompuShares different than Telus shares, or they're all the same?
I'm not really sure. Okay, so we inherited these shares. These were my father's, then they went to my mother when my father passed away. My mother's gone, and she will be gone almost 3 years in November. And this has been a nightmare trying to sell these Telus. They're called Telus CompuShares. So they're Telus shares maybe held by CompuShares. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, so we're like, okay, what do we do? You phone them and they're like, well, you got to fill out some forms. Well, which forms? Well, you'll find them on the website. Is there anybody who can help me? No. So you fill them out, you send them in, and then they tell you, oh, you've done this wrong.
Oh.
And now here is somebody who can help you.
Oh, great.
Okay, yeah. So what do we do? You need to fill out this form. Okay, done. And then, I emailed it to her. No, can't email it. We can't accept it. You have to send it by Purelator to this address. Oh, there's like 10 hurdles, and we're still stuck on hurdle 3 at this point. Hurdle. It got so bad I couldn't deal with them anymore. I was having a stroke.
Well, let's not do that. So were you at least dealing with someone here in Canada? Or
yeah, in Ontario.
Okay, well, maybe you should try the other folks.
So my brother took over.
Oh, boy. Okay.
So
what hurdle is he at?
Well, we're still on hurdle 3.
Okay. So he has not passed hurdle 3.
And he's at that point where I can't do this anymore either. He is frustrated with everything we do. Oh, yeah, no, you can't do it that way. Now you have, they never give you anything.
They don't have the solution.
No, they're reactive. So once you've done something, then they tell you. And so I phoned the estate lawyer.
Yes. Get them involved. Get the big dogs going.
That's right. Like, okay, you guys want to take this over? I was told, yeah, they don't even respond to us.
How can they do that? Like, Telus isn't that.
Well, you're a lawyer, so what? The people who, whose name's on the share, I'm like, the name's on the share. She's dead.
Yeah, and I've given you all the records that you made.
I'm telling you, Carrie, it's not enough for even Doris to retire. It's not even enough for Doris to take a trip.
Oh,
this is like,
we're not talking. Yeah, I get
it. I don't know why Telus is so like, oh God, no,
you don't want to lose this,
right? It literally is a pinhead spit in the Pacific Ocean of how much shares my.
Maybe they don't know about them. Maybe they don't know how to deal with them. Maybe it's not in their script.
I'm just like, whoever those lawyers are, I mean, they have just got things wrapped up. So I hate them, Terry. I hate Telus so bad. I hate them.
So maybe if there's anyone out there in listener land that has had successful relations with Telus and specifically CompuShares,
Yeah.
maybe reach out to us. We need your help because we don't want to see Doris's head blow off.
I tell you, I literally, I become a puffer fish. I can really feel I can feel my blood pressure right now is like
Something
up here because, yeah, they're terrible.
Well, I'm sorry you're going through that stress. I'm not surprised. You said the word Telus, and there's always some kind of.
Yeah. I mean,
They're a conglomerate of hell.
I tell you, little kids in India, in the slums of India, have a better phone and a plan than I do, and they don't pay what I pay.
Well, no, and it's only going to get worse. There's just what, Telus and Rogers now, and that's it.
That's it?
Do we have anyone else?
No, Telus, Rogers.
Oh,
Bell.
But didn't Rogers just buy somebody else again?
Shaw? No.
Shaw, yeah, I just thought that. It's not good for us. Zero competition.
Which reminds me, I did hear a rumor, and this is only a rumor. This is nothing. I have had no verification of this.
Let's get verification. What are we verifying?
I heard MCS Net was possibly being bought out.
You know what? I did actually hear that as well. Let me Google that. Well, you're ranting more about Telus.
Conglomerate.
Well, they don't have very good customer service. They don't have very good plans. Their phones are crap. I don't know what. Don't they need us more than we need them? But maybe not.
I don't know. You know, you phone in and it's always a 30-minute wait. And I was once told that 30-minute wait was so that you could de-escalate before you got onto the phone with somebody. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm very calm. I know that the person who's answering that phone and is going to help me is just doing their job. But the longer you make me wait on the phone...
You know what I don't like? And I don't know, do you ever try this where they say, if you'd like a call back, please leave your number and we will call you back in the queue or in the number that you were. I don't trust that. If I was, but I guess, how do I know if I'm number 2 or number 25? I don't know. But I always stay on the line. I never say call me.
I think I did once and they did call me back. But most times I'm like you. I'm like, no, I'm in line. I'm waiting. Them and the Canadian Revenue.
Whoa. That one's painful too.
Right?
And it's priceless.
Yeah, and while you're on hold, please know that this call is being recorded. So when you're ranting like a lunatic going, that bastards aren't even answering the phone, they're having coffee and talking about weekend plans. I know it.
The other thing, and I'm trying to figure out, I can't remember who it was, but I phoned and got on hold and then do this number for this number. And then all of a sudden, I think it's APP actually. They say, for the genre of music you'd like to listen to, press 1 for country, 2 for hip hop, 3 for rock. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is what it's come to now?
Well, at least that's better than, I don't know, I can't remember who I was on hold with, if it was a Telus or some sort of big agency. It was the same song on repeat, some sort of, resort kind of music like you would hear down in Dominican or something, some sort of Caribbean kind of music.
Caribbean vibe.
And I'm like, I hate the song. I just, my eyes started to twitch. Like, okay, you guys, and the guy came on and I said, dude, first off, get some more music because that same song on repeat is not
happening. Does not give me the warm and fuzzies to want to talk to you.
That's right. I'm a no.
Yeah. Just there's no official or credible news confirming that MCSNet is being bought out.
Okay, so there you go. Rumor divine.
Okay, well, tell us, CompuShares, get your poop in a group because we need to change a name or sell or do something. Yeah, but we need help. We need somebody's expertise.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll stay tuned for that update.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear an update.
You'll be so excited. I'll bring you a Pepsi when I'll say, I've got my CompuShares sold. Here you go, Terry.
Speaking of update,
yes,
my online passport renewal.
Oh.
Yeah, talk about sitting in a queue and waiting. At least the little, blue circle of death that you see on computers when it gets stuck in the vortex of La La Land. Yeah. So I got a number saying that I had submitted it finally
Okay.
after the whole take out this and figure out that because they don't know what to do with a rural address online. So you have to kind of jimmy the system. Anyways, I won't tell you. Well, you have to do your address differently than you do your references addresses. Even though your address and your reference address might be a real, can't do the box number in theirs. Yeah, anyway, so got through that predicament, was able to hit submit, got a number saying you've been submitted, and check back daily for updates. So in me, of course, following the rules, as I always do, I check back daily. And no, nothing. Just it's in review stuff.
For how long?
No,
Doesn't
it
give you
doesn't
any-
tell you that. No,
Okay.
no, and it doesn't say you'll be waiting for your 2,900 and whatever. No, it just says in review stuff.
I know. I mean, you at least live in Elk Point and you get your mail in Elk Point.
Yeah.
I live in Lindbergh and I get my mail in Elk Point. And they were like, "What's Lindbergh's postal code?"
Oh, right, yeah.
I hope it's
Didn't
still.
you used to have one?
We did. I still use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 on Alberta, 2 jumped off.
Oh my. What I did think was slick this time versus last is, and because I'm paranoid, I got both. You can get digital photographs now. So we went to the Shoppers Drug Mart in St. Paul,
Okay.
and they did your picture, and they give you the picture, like the picture that you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
But plus, I paid extra because I'm, nervous that one thing doesn't work than the other, and you can get it on a zip drive.
Oh, nice.
So you put that in there, and then you upload the picture from that zip drive, and then you have to put the code that Shoppers gives you for the digital photo. And it worked like a dream.
Nice. Because you don't need somebody to sign that photo
Not
anymore, right? So that helps.
But it does, like, that digital number that Shoppers gives you is the date it was taken, because your pictures can't be so long.
Right.
And so that verifies, that number in the system verifies that it's an okay picture.
And you're just doing a passport renewal.
Renewal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't let that thing expire.
No. Mine comes due here in, I want to say October. That's why I thought I'd get on it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't, like you said, you can't apply too soon.
Correct. Yeah, because I want to do Dan's as well. Dan's is due in March.
Yeah.
We're going on a trip in between there. And but they won't let me do his until October, 6 months before. But yet lots of destinations won't let you in unless your passport's good for 3 months after your entry date. So my concern with Dan is if I don't start, depending on how long we sit in the review status, because they say it's 20 days plus bail. So let's just say 30 days it's going to come, supposedly. But I've already sat 7 days in review status. So my concern is if I don't do it right ahead, as soon as I open in October, 30 days, like.
But it doesn't ask you, do you have a trip planned? Because then you could say.
Within 20 days. If you have a trip planned within 20 days, then they make you do it something different. Or make you probably pay an extra $100 or something. But they don't ask the question of when's your travel date for the 3 months after, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little glitch in the matrix there. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, so stay tuned on that. So, wow, we got lots of updates already for the next one.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully everything
You too.
good. Thanks. Yeah. No, I'm just going to be drinking.
Well, I guess you just bequeath the Telus CompuShares. Just keep going down the line.
But then the estate will never get.
Right, because you can't even transfer that. Right. I was testing you there.
Thank you. Okay. So I guess are we going to go into our big rant here?
Yeah, I think so. Like that was just our warm-up rant.
Our warm-up rants.
Yeah.
Our big rant, the Elk Point Co-op Deli. Now we were at our little club on Thursday night and talking about this. The Elk Point Co-op Deli is closing. It's the word on the street.
Yeah, closing or just doing it different, where they're not doing their own fresh stuff, they're just getting a truck in.
So from what I understand, there's nobody going to be back there. They're reclaiming that space or whatever, and so stuff will be trucked in from St. Paul, is the rumor. Now, I was at the
So I can't go and say, I want 300 grams of sliced ham, thick cut, or the way I want it. I'm just going to get what I get. Are you kidding me right now?
right? Like I was kind of hoping to run into our local co-op manager the other day when I was in there to like, hey,
Yeah, do tell. I haven't seen anything official. Maybe we should just go to the top. Co-op people. If you're out there, top people.
who is our director?
That's a great question.
Is it Kevin?
Kevin Wersta?
It used to be, and I'm wondering if he still is. I haven't seen anything to say he hasn't.
Okay, well, let's find that out.
But yeah,
You talk, I'll find out.
okay. So yeah, so it's really disappointing that our deli section will be closing because who doesn't like to grab a rotisserie chicken every now and then because you're late at work or something, you got held up somewhere, so you grab that chicken, or it's hot out. Maybe, we're having another hot, humid day. Who wants to cook in their house? Let's grab a rotisserie chicken and a salad, and there we go.
Kevin Wersta is our director for Elk Point. Okay. Cliff Martin is the president. And Justin Anderson is the vice president. They're both from St. Paul. Yeah, so reach out to us.
Yeah, because I think it would be sad if our deli does close. That's another thing gone.
We cannot continue to handle the gones,
right,
in this town. Like, we're going to be a little bit of a ghost town soon. Like, it's not, I don't know what the word is.
Right?
Like, we're past sustainable at this point. We're just like grasping. Well, pretty soon Highway 41 is going to be into the gravel and have a road to get here.
It'll become like 45, the ghost highway, the ghost town highway. That's what I call Highway 45. Derwent, Murdom, Beauvalin, Missadora, Moorcamp.
They have some really glowing names. I like to drive by and look at their names.
When I went to school way back when.
When you were just a wee girl?
When I was a wee lass. We learned how all those communities got their names.
Really?
Yeah, that was part of our social studies.
Oh.
Like Derwent got its name because of the local train engineer. It reminded him of his hometown in Derwent, England.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Now I'm sure if he saw it, he would say, not even frickin' close, because that's just an absolute. I mean, God bless the people who still do a lot of things in Derwent. Like they're big in their pickleball. They have an active Derwent Egg Society. Of course, the Derwent Bar hosts a lot of great events, and their seniors center is very active. I know here in town we talk about derelict buildings.
Oh,
and the eyesore that they are. But I'll tell you, there are some people who have moved into Elk Point and they have brought their junk with them.
Yeah.
And it's an absolute complete eyesore. And I know the county has been trying to clean it up there, and I know the local RCMP have been involved. It really is an absolute, it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, that was a Baba and Guido town, and every Baba and Guido kept their yard. They were competing with each other. Ooh, my hollyhocks are larger than hers, and my grass is greener than hers, right? And now it's like, hey, my yard has no junk in it. Winner, chicken dinner, because almost everybody else's has got frickin' junk in it.
I do have to admit, I may or may not have a propensity to complain about things, or state the obvious. I would love to take a run at these derelict buildings and, yards that look like crapola.
Right.
But I have decided that I have to start with myself.
Oh!
So, yeah, I actually hired All's Well Environmental, and they have spent the last 2.5 days. Yes, people, 2.5 days at my house. And they've been cleaning, and they've hauled away at least 3 trailer full loads full of stuff. Yeah. So I feel good. I feel a little bit cleansed. So for more than one reason, I feel good because number one, it's making my house look better. And now I feel better about my neighbor who's selling her so that, maybe she has a chance because if people come look at her house and see what kind of derelict lives beside her, they will see that it's cleaned up now. But the biggest reason is so that I can complain about it. Guilt-free. It's like, go ahead, look at my yard. Yeah, go ahead.
Now, but you didn't have junk per se in your yard. You had like some overgrown trees and bushes and stuff that
Yeah, it
you
was
were,
mostly trees that have gone awry and, lilac bushes that have gone like 20 feet, but there's no need for that. Over the sidewalk. So now I won't get a nasty letter or fine saying that somebody can't walk down my sidewalk anymore. Yeah. And so that was just phase one. Phase one is done as of today. We got phase 2 and 3, so stay tuned.
okay. I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
Terry's phase 2 and 3.
Still to come. Yeah. But ultimately, yeah, like it starts with each one of us, right? We have to do our own little piece of the pie. But what really gets my bananas going is people that just really don't give a flying heck. And nothing's going to happen to them anyways, because even if we had teeth to our bylaw, which I'm not sure we do anymore, we don't do enforcement. And we only do reactive, not proactive. So when there's no enforcement, why would somebody clean up their area if they didn't have their own personal ick factor? But we know we have quite a few, derelict buildings, a few ick factors along the way. 1, 2 that are like right on main drive. That's what people are driving into. You're going to sell a house, but not by that guy, not by that girl,
Right?
not by that disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad because I mean, Elk Point is my town. I don't live in Elk Point, but it is my town. And I don't want it to become like Derwent, that little ghost town with, the few people that wreck it for everybody else there with their garbage.
And you know what? And the sad thing is, I think a coat of paint would probably help a couple of things, a couple of places, but we've got other places that are just need to be bulldozed. Ultimately.
Yeah, I know.
And I know that there's a cost to that. So you got 2 options. Well, you got more than 2 options, but 2, feasible options. Make those properties a different tax bracket, especially if they're empty and abandoned. They need to be in their own tax bracket, and it needs to be a lot higher than what I'm paying.
I agree with you.
And you know what? If the town gets them back after 3 years because somebody doesn't want to pay their property taxes and it reverts back to the town after 3 years, so be it. And, maybe you got to have a slush fund to the side. That's your demolition fund.
Right.
So that when these properties do come back to the town and they are not salvageable, you've got a little slush fund there that's going to help the demolition. You got a better chance of selling an empty lot than you do a lot with a falling down wall.
Yeah, so be careful on what street you
walk don't walk down that street.
Right?
Oh, don't get me started here. Here we go.
Puffer. She blew. No. but it's true. Now I look at our neighbor to the south here, Vermilion. This has been a few years that they did this a few years ago, that the chamber went to the businesses together. They all worked together.
Yeah.
And they redid the storefronts and they redid the sidewalks. And my God, that's a cute little town when you drive through. You can park your vehicle. You can go have coffee at their quaint little coffee shop. You can go do some shop and you can walk. And it's cute, nice.
Do you know what their winning formula was?
No.
Everybody going and rowing in the same direction.
Yes.
The town, the chamber, the EDC, the businesses, they're all rowing in the same direction instead of, So sometimes you got to come and put your pride in your pocket. Your ego's got to be checked at the door to do the right thing. And everybody is, then rowing in the same direction. But until we get that, nothing's going to change.
Well, I would like to see our town adopt the derelict building tax thing because we do
sooner than later. And you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You've got other towns and counties close by us even that have done it or are in the midst of doing it. So tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, bud, can I borrow that too? Slap your name on it and be done.
Right?
Don't spend thousands of dollars doing what's already out there.
The wheel has been invented.
Exactly. And it's been in play for a few years in other places, in other municipalities. So don't give me the, oh, well, it's new. It's not new. it's new to us. And
Right.
do we have the balls to do it? I hope so, because we got to start somewhere.
Well, I mean, what would be the point in not? I don't see the benefit in not doing it. So we have a few buildings down Main Street that just sit empty. And what's been happening? There's been no maintenance on them. And so what's eventually going to happen? They're going to fall apart like the other one that's falling apart. And we don't want to walk on that side of the street because maybe I should.
Maybe it starts with us, though, because we keep putting the same people in who are doing the same things and not changing. So maybe that's a bigger conversation for another day.
That is a bigger conversation for another day.
Just saying.
So, but yes. Okay. I kind of feel like we jumped somewhere.
Yeah, that's okay. We had a pre-rant, and then we had a rant, and then we had a post-rant. So now what are we moving on to?
Okay. Did we cover the Elk Point Co-op Deli enough there? Should we?
Let's go back to the
Okay.
Elk Point Co-op Deli.
Yeah. So I whether it's Kevin Worsted, Justin Anderson, Cliff Martin,
or even our local
manager.
Yeah.
Jean.
Tell us what's happening.
Yeah. Like, is it closing? Because why is it closing?
Yeah. Is it closing because it's not making enough money?
Right.
Like, that's a bigger concern, because then, once a little department goes, does the whole thing go? And in 5 years, we don't even have a co-op here anymore? Like, that would be devastating.
Right.
I think that's how we got started.
Okay. There we go. Yeah.
We need to know.
We need to know so that we can tell our listeners.
Yeah.
Like, is there a way?
The rumors.
That's right.
But we also need to get to the bottom of it.
And if there's a way we can stop it.
Yeah.
I mean,
do we need to write a letter to the board of directors?
Right. Do we need to start a petition?
And, maybe we do need to get some information from our listeners, not only on why we need the co-op and deli, but maybe some of the other concerns that we have about the co-op. Right?
Absolutely.
Why is it so expensive here in Elk Point versus driving to St. Paul and getting the exact same thing? I understand I just used gas money to get to St. Paul, but you're driving them out.
That's right.
Instead of keeping people here to shop. So maybe we need to have a conversation about that.
Maybe one day.
Because it was first the liquor store that went.
Oh, yeah.
Store. Now it's the co-op deli. What's next?
Right?
The car block? The co-op itself?
Don't say the car block, because right now it is, if you look in and you drive through Elk Point, you see the Petro can has, it's what, 171?
Yeah.
But the Elk Point Co-op gas bar, and I know the UFA also has that. If you don't have if you're not a member and you don't have the card, you can use your Visa.
Yeah.
Co-op is, you can also use your Interact, and you can fuel up at the pump. And it's $1.59 at the co-op card block.
Yeah, and they keep it very well maintained.
Yeah, so if that goes, then what?
Oh,
and it's our town, people.
We got to start fighting for the stuff in our town.
Right? Complaining about it. Let's be proactive and do something.
Well, let's complain, but also do something.
Well, that's right.
If I don't like the prices of something, I gotta, come to a solution, and I'm gonna write a letter and gotta talk to somebody. So let's talk to somebody. Call, get a hold of us.
That's right. And you can get a hold of us at 2divas1rant@gmail.com, or you can direct message us on our Facebook or Instagram, and we also have TikTok.
Yes, we do. We're gonna drop something on that soon. Yeah.
Okay. That's it. I think I'm done with that.
Okay, so some other good news, like, I often hear, there's nothing to do in Elk Point, and there's no jobs. And I call a baloney on both of those. So here you go. Baloney. Oh, yeah, right, baloney.
Like baloney if the deli is gone.
Yeah, might win the lottery, there'll be signs. Big baloney. And pickled mustard. Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry. So some of the places that are hiring here in Elk Point. So when people say, "Oh, there's no jobs here," well, Elk Point Coffee Club, they're looking for a barista. Yeah, they're expanding. So
what do you mean?
So they got the school coming back in September.
Right? Oh yes, and they do they have the kitchen there at the school.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So if you want to be a barista, hook up, go see Elk Point Coffee Club, K&L Liquor. in Elk Point. They're looking for a cashier. And I don't know what that person is, an attendant or something, but anyways, there we go.
Okay.
FG Miller, education assistants. It's that time of year.
That'll be going. When does school start? Is it before the long weekend?
Yeah, here it does, yeah. Like August something. Let me look.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
But you know something about an education assistant, Telus? Do tell.
Me too. I think it was 12 years at Elk Point Elementary.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. You must have started when you were a young babe.
So you're helping kids, in classrooms, and it really is a very rewarding job. I'm not gonna lie, the pay is not great for the work that you have to do. But if you are dual income, like a family, this would be great. If you've got kids in the school, I mean, same hours, practically almost the same days. That I don't know, like you might have to do when the kids are off on a PD day, you might have to do an odd PD day here and there. But that's how I got into the school. It was great because my kids were in school and I had the same hours and I could, be with them as well. I really enjoyed when I started. I was the kindergarten teacher. She is now retired, the lovely Mrs. Debbie Wood. She was like, Doris, come be my assistant, my EA for January till June. And I said, oh, Debbie, I don't want. I like my own kids. I don't know if I like everybody else's. And she said, but that's great from January till June, and then you don't have to come back. But I did actually really enjoy it. And I worked with some very complex kids.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you, even the most complex kids, I enjoyed working with. I never had an issue with the kids.
Yeah.
Sometimes some parents, sometimes some staff.
Adults can always be fun to deal with.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, sometimes the politics of it.
Oh, always fun.
Right? But overall, I really enjoyed my time as an educational assistant. It's very rewarding. So if you are interested in working with some lovely young individuals, I suggest, apply. Go to FG Miller and see. So,
and I'm sure that the elementary school will probably look me too once they figure out some of their numbers closer to. But yeah, Monday, August 31st, school starts. So.
And even if they aren't, let's say, looking, or maybe positions got filled, they're always looking for substitute. So that might be something you could put
just be on casual list.
Kind of, yeah. And then that way it would give you a really good feel if you think this could be the job for you.
Right. And there's always volunteer positions too. Volunteer breakfast program, lunch program. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Elk Point oil field. They are looking for an infield fluid hauler. I don't know what an infield fluid hauler means, but I'm going to say you have to have some kind of fancy-dancy class 1 or 2 license, and you're going to go in a field, and you're probably going to pick up some. So probably oil. But
you probably need either class 1, class 3.
Maybe your H2S, maybe your illness, transportation, dangerous goods, some of those things. So talk to them, see what they need.
There you go.
And the other crazy thing, so this is so funny. DoorDash is coming to St. Paul and they're recruiting. I always, you said years ago, oh, I think I'd love to be an Uber driver here in Elk Point. And lo and behold, I could go be a DoorDash person in St. Paul. I don't want to do food though. I want to just take humans. I like taking humans for drives.
To the train station.
I can't believe we didn't even try that. No. It just happened. Anyways, so DoorDash, not to the train station, coming to St. Paul. If you want to be a delivery dude.
They have something there.
I think they have some kind of delivery service, but it's not like one of these corporate.
Yeah, it's not like Uber Eats or DoorDash. It's something else, and I can't not even skip the dishes.
No,
so
it's like a private.
Yeah, so they do have one, but it's limited. It's I think it's like McDonald's and Boston Pizza. So, but wow, that's exciting. Good for St. Paul.
Yeah, exactly. Just a note too, as of today's podcast, it's the final day to submit your forms for the Hazard Resilience Program for funding due to the flood. So if you had floods in your basement and over the last, our lovely summer, get your forms in. County and the town are submitting together, and hopefully they'll be able to get some funding.
Well, good luck to all those people. I mean, I hope, it sucks because if you didn't have that rider on your insurance, you were hooped, and it just seemed to never stop. The rain didn't stop for some of those people. Right.
It even rained again today a little bit in the morning.
Well, yesterday. So at the time of this recording, this is Friday. Thursday, I was at my father-in-law's place, and it was pouring there.
Really?
Like his driveway became muddy, and I'm like, oh, my car is clean.
Shortest summer ever. That's what I feel like. I think we got jet. Did we even have a summer like ours? We're going back to school here.
I feel like I haven't had a summer. No. So, yeah.
What do we do with that?
I don't know, because Roger and I noticed we were driving somewhere the other day, and it's like, that tree looks a little yellow. The trees, the leaves are starting to turn on some of the trees.
Ridiculous.
And it's only, it's mid-August.
Yeah. So for all those people who thought our summer was going to be extended because we had a crappy spring, nope.
I'm hoping. I'm still hoping.
Oh, I'm a realist. It's not going to happen. Snow's a coming. Not John's snow, but snow's a coming. Well, maybe John too, but I don't know. Anywho.
Terry's been watching Game of Thrones.
Well, I don't know. That's crazy. Anyway, that's another thing.
Yes. Okay. We got some information from one of our local realtors.
Yeah, got some expertise.
Ooh, I love expertise.
Yeah. This is factual facts.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
So our local realtor, Desiree Moss, with Property Plus Realty, 16 houses for sale. 3 of those are pending. The for sale house range is $69,000 to $495,000, and 6 houses have been sold in the last 30 days, with a price range of $111,000 to $360,000.
Nice.
So that sounds good.
I hope there's some families in there so that they can. We have some new kids enrolling in our school systems.
Yeah, I hope there's maybe some new people coming in. We're not just shuffling,
right?
You know what I mean? Like shuffling is, but shuffling is good too if somebody needs to upsize or downsize. But it would be nice to get some new people in here.
And from what I also understand, so I'm just going to sidebar a little.
Yeah,
we have rooms available in our Heritage Lodge.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, we do.
So,
last I heard, anyways.
Yeah,
like a good handful.
Really good handful.
Normally we don't, which kind of blows my mind, and I'm starting to think, like, why? Why do we have open rooms when it used to be a waiting list? And is it just simply because the waiting list? So my understanding is once you get on the list, you say where you want to go.
Right.
And if it's not available, you stay until your name comes up again, right? And then you have the choice to say yes or no. You say no twice or something, then you're not even on the list or something. Yeah, I don't know. It should be full. There should be no reason why it's not full. So why isn't it full? Let's ask the question. Is it food? Is it management? Is it what? What? Location? I don't think so.
The food.
Well, I think it's the other things too. But
food would be yeah. Maybe this will be the next rant. We've got to do a little research.
I would do some fact-finding mission.
Yeah. But one of the things I might say might be the reason. Okay, we're here, let's say, for me, for example, let's say in 10 years, and I'm like, I'm tired of cutting grass in Lindbergh and maybe move to the lodge. But if my kids aren't here, am I going to, let's say, Sam, let's say, is in, we'll say Camrose, because I know that's one of his favorite places. I love Camrose. Him, not so much. But anyways, let's say he's working in Camrose. Do I go to Camrose to be closer to my kids? So or is that where, we do know some families are still here, but some people, their kids have gone. They've made life elsewhere. And are they moving closer? Are they moving to Shore Park? Are they moving to, those bigger centers?
Well, and the other thing is, are more people staying home longer? possibly,
That could be.
or getting the help that they need to stay in home a little bit longer. Like that obviously is ideal. I don't know if that is happening, but yeah, that's the finding mission.
It's funny. Roger and I have had this discussion because I'm all about, yeah, you know what, in a few years we can move to town and and he does not understand that. We will live out there for as long as we can. And I'm like, well, okay, yeah, we got a riding lawnmower. That's great. And I love whipping around our 3 acres out there. There's still
It's a lot of work
to whip.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, and I'm like, is that how I want to spend my golden years?
I don't.
I would like to say I would hire some local kid, but I don't have a lot of local youngsters looking for money living in Lindbergh. So,
okay, so here's the issue about the Elk Point Lodge. It is a U-shaped.
yes,
It's not a circle. So if I want to have my wheelchair races, which I do because I'm already starting to deck out, and I have the vision in my head of what my wheelchair is going to look like. Might even have some shooting fire. I don't. Anyhow, I would love to go around in an oval or a circle. But if I can only do a U and then I got to back up,
so no way they can connect it?
No. There's also no way to widen the hallway. The hallway is ridiculous.
Yeah,
you can't get to. Yeah,
it's a one-way only, really, basic.
One-way U. Anyway, yeah. And
there you go. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Okay. We got some events happening here.
Yeah, let's see. Well, it's Monday, August 17th today.
Right.
So what's happening this week coming up? Oh, so the Community Lions of Elk Point. What were they? Oh, they were doing Trip of the Month before, but now they're doing Lions Lucky Loot instead. Oh, it sounds very good. So again, 500 tickets are being sold. They're $100 each. And there's going to be 4 draws a month starting January 2027. The first prize is going to be $2,000. Ooh.
That would get me a trip somewhere.
That's almost better than your Telus CompuShares.
Oh.
And then and then 3 other draws of $100 each, so you can get your money back in theory. But yeah, so tickets are on sale now.
And where do we get those tickets, Terry?
From any Community Lion member. So
do they have a Facebook page? Do they know?
They do have a Facebook page. Yep, you've got Sandy Bishop, who works, I think, at a library sometimes for college. You've got Tracy Barrett, who's out of here in the Allied Arts too. So you could find them around. Sue Frisbee is a member. Deb McQuinn is a member. She will catch her at ATV.
Okay, so there's a few, or check out on Facebook. They might have a place where they, some way to get a hold of them to buy your ticket.
Yep, for sure.
Okay, I see Saturday, August 22nd. It's the 8th annual Palms Golf Tournament of Heroes. Ooh, fundraising for the Second Chance Trail Ride Society. Our very own. But this is happening out in
Cardiff Golf and Country Club, which is out in Sturgeon County. It's over by Mornville, Westlock area.
Okay.
Yeah, by Cardiff. I guess there is an actual village or hamlet called Cardiff.
Nice.
Redwood or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. And then we have Tuesday, September 1st. It's the Alberta Day.
Yeah, I think they're all. That was the only Alberta Day I could find. Festivities, but I'm sure more will come along.
So Alberta Day in Myrna, our good friends there to the southwest. They have a hot dog bar, games, movies, and fireworks. They only put Alberta Day?
Yeah, that's the September 11th. Well, it's not long ago, but September 1st is Alberta Day.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, like we just had
Heritage
Day. Yeah, that's not the same as Alberta Day.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then Wednesday, September 2nd, the St. Paul Chamber of Commerce is kicking off their rodeo party. So kickoff party at 5:30 p.m. at the Rec Center. So, St. Paul Rodeo. That's always a good time, right? Check it out, everyone.
I've never been.
No? Maybe Okay, but you can't go swimming
Nope.
at the St. Paul Aquatic Center. It's going to be closed for maintenance and deep cleaning from September 8th to September 25th. So get all your swimming in now.
Yep, you have to do your aqua size in your own shower.
There you go.
The moves.
Your own tubs.
Splash around. Yeah, splash around.
And then we always have on Thursdays in Elk Point, it is the farmers market at the Allied Arts from noon till 5.
Yeah. And just a note on that, you have to use a parking lot at Northern Leinster to access it. Because there's been apparently a fence has been built. And, a rightful fence. It's not in the wrong place or anything. It's just unfortunately on the wrong side of the road. And for us, and you have to access now.
Yeah.
Until they build a new access road. So
Right.
county and town got to get on that. It's all about roads apparently this year and this season.
Right. Oh, yeah. You started.
If the roads aren't falling down the crevasse and they're not falling down the Iron Horse Trail, you got to build one.
Well, in this instance, the fence that we're talking about here between the Allied Arts and the business was that wasn't something that the business owner, that was an insurance thing.
Yeah, that was forced upon.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So no shade to our local business person who had to build his fence.
They're just following the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Train derail.
Okay. Was it about roads?
Could have been. My road is terrible still.
Yeah, and I heard that County St. Paul somebody had asked for the no big trucks to be in there, and they said no, big trucks are fine to go there.
Down my road? Down Range Road 53?
I read that. I'll have to bring that up for the next meeting, I guess. But yeah, it was on the...
Okay. Well, if you come down Range Road 53 in Thornburg, keep to the left.
Oh, it's not Highway 41. My gosh, even the good side of the road now is like, nope.
It seems like every week somebody's posting a video of them driving by and going,
yeah, it's getting pretty crazy. And I cannot believe that there's still big trucks allowed on there. Like, I am no transportation engineer by any chance, but that is nuts.
Well, and you can't even really detour through Moose Hills Road because that one's always been, I'm just going to say it's always been shit and now it's really shitty.
Yeah. And so the only option would be
Murphy Road. Go down 646 to Murphy.
Yeah.
Now we call it Murphy Road, but Murphy Resource Plant is no longer there. It's the Strathcona, but yeah, that's the only.
Or you've got to go to St. Paul.
No, you don't. No, don't do that because that road is.
Correct.
Oh my God, that's Valley Drive.
So I don't know, cray. For the fact that northeastern Alberta brings in a ton of friggin' money to the government every single year without fail, and we have the crappiest roads. And I'm sure everybody in Alberta says they have the crappiest roads, and that's fine. They can say that. We can have a contest. We can have a picture off. But, at the end of the day, and I get this, the other excuse I heard from somebody who will remain nameless. The water saturation is too high, so we can't get engineers in there yet. I said, but you can bring it down to one lane and wait for somebody to fall off into the crevasse. And that makes no sense.
It's crazy.
Started.
How
am I going to drive the Diva Mobile?
Yes. Yeah. The Diva Mobile. If you haven't seen our post from Friday, take a look.
She's on the hunt.
She's looking for somebody to wrap our vehicle.
Yeah. I want the Diva Mobile to look good. I want to be able to come to events and drive around Alberta. People are going to know our name. And if you sponsor it, you can put your logo up there. We'll know you. We'll talk about you on every one of our episodes.
Absolutely.
When we get to episode 100, you made it, baby. Anywho, yeah. So I want to wrap the Diva Mobile.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I'll just have to keep putting cheap decals on it and look like a wiener.
They're not cheap.
I will.
Look like a wiener. Stop that. Oh,
I'm hoping that if it looks sad enough, somebody will take notice and go, hey, I'd like to help you out with that.
hey, and again, reach out to us if you are looking to, sponsor us and put your advertisement on it. We're all for it.
Yep. You want us to come to your event?
Hey,
Call us. Let us know.
we'd love to do that. We had so much fun at Ferguson Flats.
Ferguson Flats and Canada Day. Yeah, if we're available, we'll come. We'll make your event a little extra special.
That's right. Put our little sparkle on it.
Divalicious, if you will. You're only.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
disclaimer.
Oh yeah, that's a you and a Brian thing. I just want to be part of the disclaimer because I like to live on the edge.
Yeah, until the legal department gets hold of it.
Well, that's true.
Okay, Two Divas, One Rant is all about real conversations from our point of view. Everything we talk about reflects our own opinions, experiences, and interpretation of what's happening in our town. Is the Elk Point Deli closing? Let us know. Our county and beyond. MCSnet, not for sale?
I hope
not either. We're not claiming to have every detail or the full story. We're reacting to what we see, what we hear, and what affects our community. Where's my map? We're here to spark discussion and not present ourselves as experts. If we miss something, get something wrong, or there's more to the story, we genuinely welcome being corrected or educated. So come on, people, if you know anything about the deli, let us know.
we want to know.
Community insight makes the conversation better, and we're always open to learning from the people who live it.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. And if you've got anything that you think it's worth talking about, let us know. We love the mail and we've read it on the air before. So I know you guys have been on holidays and enjoying time. So now you're going to come back and you're going to catch up on a few episodes you might have missed.
Yep.
Spotify, Apple, wherever. Yeah, wherever you get your podcasts, give us a listen and then shoot us some mail. Let us know. Let us know how we're doing. 10 episodes. This is episode 11.
Wow. Double hockey stick.
Right?
One.
Yeah. We'd love to hear from you guys. Okay? So, if you love laughs, opinions, chaos, and the occasional unfiltered rant, you're in the right place. Like, subscribe, and follow along on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Okay? And yeah. So around here, everybody's got a rant. Right? Until next time, stay classy, stay loud, and keep ranting.
Oh, yeah.